Hi, first graders. Hope you're doing well, and I'm loving the messages that I'm getting from some of you. It's fun to see the pictures of you guys working and seeing what you've been up to. And then also, I love the writing and the stories that I have been getting. It's so fun to read your stories and see that you are all working so hard. And I hope that I get to hear from more of you. I'd love to see some more kids' faces. It's nice to see that you are doing well and to hear what you've been doing. I'm going to read a story today, and this is called Franklin Wants a Pet, and it is by Paulette Borgos and illustrations by Brenda Clark. And as I read this, I kind of want you to be thinking about if you had a chance to get a pet, what pet would you want and why? Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He could sleep alone in his small dark shell. He even had a best friend named Bear. But Franklin wanted something else. He wanted a pet. Franklin had wanted a pet since he was small. But whenever he asked, "May I have a pet, please?" his parents said, "Maybe someday." Franklin waited for a long time. He often pretended to have a pet. He took Sam, his stuffed dog, for walks. He taught Sam tricks. He even helped Sam bury bones. But Sam wasn't a real pet. One day, Franklin asked his parents again, "May I have a pet, please?" Franklin's parents looked at each other. "We'll think about it," they answered. At first, Franklin was happy because they did not say no. Then, Franklin became worried. His parents could not think about things, or could think about things for days and days. I know my own kids, when they ask me a question, really want an answer because they know that sometimes things take time and they become impatient. And Franklin right now wants a pet now. That day, Franklin visited Bear and told him all about the pet he wanted. "If I had had a pet, it would be a bird," said Bear. "Why?" asked Franklin. "Because birds sing beautiful songs," said Bear. "Birds are nice," said Franklin, "but their loud singing may wake me too early." Franklin waited until morning before asking his parents if they had finished thinking yet. "Not quite," said Franklin's mother. "We need to know that you could care for a pet." Franklin nodded his head up and down. "Could you feed your pet?" asked Franklin's father. Franklin nodded again. He almost said "please" 100 times in a row, but he stopped himself. Franklin visited Beaver and told her all about the pet he wanted. "If I had a pet, it would be a cat," said Beaver. "Why?" asked Franklin. "Because cats make purring sounds," she answered. "Cats are nice," said Franklin, "but you never know where they are." Later that day, Franklin asked his parents, "Are you finished thinking?" "Not yet," they answered. "Please hurry," said Franklin. His father sighed. "Franklin, this is a big decision. A pet costs money to buy and to keep." Franklin offered all the money in his piggy bank and hoped it was enough. After counting his pennies, Franklin visited with Goose and told her all about the pet he wanted. "If I had a pet, it would be a bunny," said Goose. "Why?" asked Franklin. "Because bunnies have wiggly whiskers." "Bunnies are nice," said Franklin, "but I think whiskers might make me sneeze." After 3 whole days, Franklin was tired of waiting for his parents to finish thinking. He had a plan. He brought Sam to the breakfast table. "I have been taking care of Sam for a long, long time," he said. "I will take good care of a real pet, too. I will feed it. I will clean its house. We can take it to the vet if it gets sick." Franklin's parents smiled. "It sounds as if you've been doing a lot of thinking, too," they said. "So may I have a pet, please?" he begged. They whispered to each other. Then they nodded their heads up and down. "Oh, thank you," said Franklin. He wanted to go to the pet store right away. "We'll help you choose a puppy tomorrow," said his father. No thank you," said Franklin. "I do not want a dog." His parents were surprised. "Dogs are nice," said Franklin, "but I want a quiet pet." Franklin's mother asked if he wanted a kitten. "No thank you," Franklin said. "Kittens are nice, but I want a pet that stays close by." "Is it a hamster that you want?" said Franklin's father. Franklin shook his head. No, thank you. A rabbit? Asked Franklin's mother. No, thank you, said Franklin. What kind of pet do you want? Asked his parents. Franklin smiled and said, I'll show you tomorrow. Now he's making his parents wait. At the pet store, Franklin pointed to a fish. I want a goldfish, he said. A goldfish, they said. Why? A fish cannot do tricks or play with you. So Franklin explained. He liked to watch fish swim slowly around and around. He liked their beautiful colors, and he liked the way they made him feel inside, quiet and calm. Besides, he said, I love goldfish. That's the best reason of all, said Franklin's parents. Franklin named his goldfish Goldie. He took very good care of her, just as he had promised. Every morning, Franklin watched Goldie swim around and around, and every night before he went to bed, Franklin blew a great big fish kiss and whispered, I love you, Goldie. So that is Franklin Wants a Pet. So now I want you to think right now, and if someone at your house told you that you could choose a pet to have, what pet would you want? What would you name it? Why would you want that pet? And then maybe how would you take care of it? I want to hear what you have to say. I'm interested to know what kind of pets you guys would want at your house. So send me those pictures or send me a message to explain the pet you want, what you would name it, why you would want it, and how you would take care of it. Bye, guys. Have a great day.